Welcome everyone to another video from Views from the Stands. Your host is here, Gunner, and we got our weekly recap of USC baseball. And guys, I'm gonna be honest, we kind of had a tough week here for the boys. I know they're fighting strong, um, you know, but they definitely got to make some noise the rest of this season and going into the postseason. You know, from a um, standing standpoint and record standpoint, excuse me, it doesn't look like they'll probably make the regional from that standpoint. So they gotta go and win out that postseason, which we'll talk about more later on. But just kind of wanted just to express how I feel about this past week. I know I'm sure that the boys are feeling the same. They're going to continue to keep their head down and push through this. And I know that staff will. So. Um, so first thing we're going to be talking about here is the game on Tuesday, and I gotta say it was a tough one here. We had a 3-2 ball game. We lose to San Diego. Second time we lost them this season. Pitching staffs on both ends limited the runs. Right, they did their thing. Hats off to them. San Diego just did more. Right, and I think a good indicator of this is left on base. We left 9 people on base versus San Diego leaving 5, right? And so they're able to get timely outs, and that to me is most of the theme of this weekend, really just the season, in my opinion. So we go into Wednesday, 0-1 in the week, and we face UC Irvine again, right? They are a top 15 ranked program out there, and we won. We win again. It's crazy. I think it could be a byproduct of how they play their pitchers. In my opinion, no disrespect, but at the end of the day, you played the game. And so we won 12-4. Offense got rolling to start second, and the team didn't look back. 16 hits, 12 runs. We probably executed a lot of those runs off those errors. They had 3. So shout out to the boys for just getting a win against a big time program, regardless of who's pitching and how they have things set up and all that. And so we get our 3-game series. I guess you could say it's basically non-conference opponents was this past week, and so we had 2 against Sac State. One, which is right here, Friday. We lose 6-3. Sac State pulled through with a 3-run home run in the 6th, and you just got to give credit to their staff for continuing to limit runs. Obviously, some of the errors don't help to continue to let innings continue. So, definitely a learning experience for this game in this past week. But man, we had a thriller Saturday against Santa Clara. We won 12-11. Teams both got 1 in the first, and both teams exploded in the third. Santa Clara got 6, SC got 4, and then SC explodes for 5 in the 7th. Add 2 more in the 8th to pretty much get the comeback win. We're able to, 1-1 in this series, quote unquote, and be 2-2 for the week. And so Sunday's a huge game, right? You're trying to be at least over 500 for the week, and definitely want to revenge that loss that you had on Friday against Sac State. And unfortunately, we lost 5-4. Theme of the week in a sense is left on base, right? We left 10 versus them leaving 5. So give credit for getting them timely out. Shout out to the staff. This staff, in my opinion, for the long week and battling through. You can tell. I mean, these are 5 games in a week. It's not easy for the staff, especially when you have excuse me. Wow, some pitchers hurt, like a Caden Aoki. I believe he's hurt. I haven't really gotten full, accuracy, but or validity. But it is what it is. The boys are putting through, and they're not using it as an excuse, and that's what I love to see. And obviously, the staff isn't. So, guys, we are 2-3 of this past week, right? We are 19-21 overall right now, as it stands. Next up, we got Cal State Fullerton, which is going to be today, Tuesday. 13. The record is 13-24, and then we'll have a 3-game series on the road against ASU. They are 20-21 overall, and then they are 10-11 in conference. So this is definitely a good bounce back week, in my opinion, just based on what I've been seeing and how these programs are trending. But you still got to play the game, obviously, and I'm excited about how the boys are going to look. I'm probably gonna try to get out for a game or two this weekend to see them. But guys, enjoy your Tuesday. Hope you guys enjoyed your past weekend, and we'll talk next week. Peace. Bye, y'all.